So today we are going to see about multithreading. So multithreading is a concept in which where the threads, there is more number of threads which is running at the same time. So here we can see about the introduction to the thread where process and thread, that are all the two basic things which are there for the Java program execution, where process is the one which is a self-contained execution environment which is used and in a program or else in an application. But in the thread, it is a lightweight process where we will be supposed to create a thread with less number of process, and also it will be existing in the process until it is getting, and also it will be sharing the resources, and it will be making use of the thread. So here we can have a real-time example like the wire which we will be using for making the connection. So from the starting point, it will be moving towards all the hubs which are there by using one wire, a single wire or else multiple wires. It will be moving towards all the points, and it will be creating the car to be on as well as lights to be on. So the same thread which will be running towards all the places, and it will be making use of it, or else we'll be having a multiple number of wires and it will be moving towards and making the process to be done. As in the same way here too, we can see example which is here, which will be having a dual processor desktop system where we'll be having a dual processor. In one process, we'll be having this www as well as the music one. Okay, in the other processor, we'll be having the thread, that is email thread as well as the antivirus. So that is how, so when it is running parallelly, the time which is taken for the thing that will be getting lessened, and also it will be easy for us to complete it. Okay, so when we'll be considering as the advantage, it won't be blocking the user. It can perform as much of operations at a time so that it can be saved. The time can be saved, and the threads are independent, so it won't be affecting the other threads. So when we are creating the threads, we'll be having to implement it in forms of two objects. So the first one is start off or else run off. Okay, that two methods are possible, where the run off method is the heart as well as soul, which will be making up the entire body of the thread which is there. But when we will be having run off method, it will be initializing with the help of the start method, which we will be making use of it. These are all the two threads which are available, that is by two types. That is by extending the thread class also we can create a thread, or else by implementing the runnable interface we can use it. So here, as we know, Java is a package where it will be having a LAN as one of the package which is there, inside which we will be having this thread. Okay, where the methods which are there is string get name, void start, that is the main thing which we might be using, which was used to create a new thread execution. Then void run, this is also an entry point for a thread, and it will be making the execution possible. These are all the two things which we are going to use in our particular case. So we can see to the problem. So at first we can see a thread which is extending the thread. Okay, option. So here we will be creating a class which will be extends the thread. We'll be creating the object that is runoff, public void runoff, which will be having the try catch expression, where we'll be providing how it need to get displayed. That is thread, that is the thing to be displayed. Then we'll be taking the ID of the current thread which is running. So we'll be getting from here. Then we'll be providing it's running. So that output might be the thread ID is running. Then we will be having a main class where we'll be having all such things, and we'll be taking the number of threads as 8 here. Okay, we will be declaring it as 8, and we'll be incrementing one by one, and we'll be starting the process. So when we'll be starting the process, when we'll be running the case, it will be giving like thread 20 is running thread 15. So these are all the IDs of the thread. Okay, this is one case. Second case is multi-threading by using the runnable case. So when we will be making it, it will be we'll be including the object run, and we'll be having the exception as how the previous case, and we'll be creating the case. And here, instead of which, we need to give here as object.start. So by this method only, it will be starting the execution. So when we are running it, it will be providing again the thread 21. So the object which is fetched from the thread which is there at the OS, and from which it will be providing us. So this is about the multi-threading concept which we are going to. Okay, ma, thank you.